Okay, now, let's say you're married with kids and your teenage boy says he's thinking of becoming a homosexual. What would you say to him?
I'd be fine with it because I'm gonna have to deal with it. It's my son. I'm not gonna hate my son for what he chooses to do.
Would you say it's wrong?
No.
So you'd say it's okay?
Yeah, I'd say it's okay.
Let's say he wants to commit adultery with the lady next door.
No, adultery is wrong. You can't do it.
So where are you getting your morals from?
I'm getting them from what I believe, what I
So
think.
you just make it up as you go along?
Some things, yeah.
You know what I'd say to my son if he wanted to be homosexual? I'd say, hey, son, it's the same as committing adultery in God's book. And if you commit adultery, you're sinning against God and you'll end up in hell, the Bible says. Same with lying and stealing and fornication and homosexuality. It's one list in the book of Corinthians. So I'd say that because I love him. So, do you believe in God's existence?
Of course.
So what does God think of adultery?
He doesn't like it. It's a sin.
What does he think of homosexuality?
It's an abomination before him.
Well, you're not agreeing with God when you say it's okay to be a homosexual then.
Well, I do agree with God, but I'm not gonna hate my son for it. I can't hate him for that.
Yeah, but hang on, if you love him, you tell him adultery's wrong. So why can't you love him enough to say homosexuality's wrong in God's eyes? Why did you bring the word hate in all of a sudden when it comes to homosexuality?
Because that's how some people see it. They just see it as hate. And I was just using the word hate because that's how some people define it.
If I told my son adultery's wrong, I'd say it to him because I love him, not because I hate him. If I told him homosexuality's wrong and lying and stealing and fornication's wrong, I'd tell him it's wrong because I love him, not because I hate him. We've been brainwashed as a nation to say that someone who says something's wrong is being hateful. They're not. They're just saying what God's standards are. And often they're just being motivated by love. The Bible says adulterers and fornicators and liars and thieves and homosexuals will not inherit God's kingdom. If we love people, we'll tell them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How come the word homosexuality hasn't been in the Bible until a few decades ago?